Hi, so welcome to my train room. I'm Rainer. Just giving you another update today of what I've managed to do and what I've managed to not do, where I've succeeded, where I've failed in the last few days. We had a long weekend here, so I had time to get a fair bit done. And on Saturday, I went to a train show up in Barrie, Ontario, for some people who don't know where that is. And picked up a few good things. One of the things I mentioned in my earlier video was that I wanted to put a lumber yard up here or a sawmill facility, and I managed to pick up this Walters Cornerstone kit. It's an earlier version of the kit. Got it for 25 bucks. That's 25 bucks Canadian if you're trying to figure out what that's worth. It's like, I don't know, 15 bucks American or something. Anyway, that's perfect for up there. What I did was I got a piece of paper that I cut and folded to the right dimensions for the footprint for the mill, so I know that it'll fit up there, so that's good. I'm glad I have that. I also picked up a couple of other structure kits, a little store in a house for putting in my town. Picked up some rolling stock, box cars, I think a tank car, a couple of gondolas. And I also picked up 2 Mantua steam locomotives that run great. And I also got an Athearn GP38, I believe it is. I'll show you some of that stuff later in another video, but it was a good day. It's a great show. Lots of vendors, really well done. Lots of layouts to look at as well. Okay, back to my layout. So I have managed to accomplish some things, and some things I kind of failed at. It's been kind of a 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Now, one of the things that I did manage to accomplish, if you remember in my earlier video, my trackage ended at the top of my helix. And although I had the bench work up here, I didn't have any track on it. Well, since then, I have laid the plywood up to this point. For putting the track on, I've managed to glue down the cork, and I've actually installed the track up to this point. Now, the track up to here has been tested with a locomotive from all the way down here, all the way around the helix, all the way up here. Works just fine. The plywood, it's all 1/2-inch plywood that the roadbed is sitting on. It's all held down with wood glue and brad nails onto here. This part is just level. This track is going to eventually lead around the rest of the room and join up basically with itself at the other end and provide a loop for continuous running. It also continues on to the other track that leads up here, and this is going to continue to go up gradually around the room to reach a few tracks of staging up on this side. That's all going well. Tested the track, it all works really well. The part that didn't work so well was I spent most of Friday working on building a yard over here, and I should have known better. I had in one of my earlier plans on the computer thought of putting the yard over here and then putting industry over here, and for some reason I decided to switch it around and try to stick the rail yard over here and put my industry along here. Well, that didn't really work. It's just not enough space. I couldn't put a runaround at the end of my arrivals track. It just ended up with the curvature, the yard, all the switches leading into the yard. It just ended up taking up too much space, so my tracks ended up being too short. And late last night when I tried running trains into it, I just realized this was not going to work. So I decided to, first thing this morning, rip it all up and start over again. That's okay. I didn't glue the track down. It was just a matter of prying it up, pulling the spikes out, a couple of broken ties. Other than that, no harm done. That's okay. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually building probably a steel mill scene over here and building my yard here. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is figuring out exactly how my yard is going to work. I have a better idea of it from what I did over here, what I need to do and what I don't need to do. And it should work a lot better, and hopefully I'll be able to show you that soon, that it actually worked out. The other thing I did was I cut a great big round hole in my bench work over here because, well, I had one of those Atlas, those old small Atlas turntables that my dad bought me many years ago when I was quite young, and it still works. It's motorized, and for, I guess, sentimental reasons, I was going to use that. And then I started to think about it, and I thought that's kind of dumb because the only steam locomotive, well, I only have one steam locomotive of the 4 that I'm going to be using on the layout that would even fit on that turntable, so it was kind of pointless to install it. And instead I got online and ordered one of the Walters 90-foot turntables, not motorized because I didn't want to spend too much money on it. And I got the dimensions online and drew it out and cut the hole for it, with my yard being planned over here. Now, I think it's going to work anyway, because I think what I'm going to do is create most of my yard tracks over here and then do my locomotive service facility, my turntable over here. So I think it's going to work okay. Still leaves me the room I need for doing my industry over here. So I think that's going to be okay. Cutting the hole, I'll show you right now how I did it. I just took a piece of the wall angle, or the wall angled for drop ceilings, and just measured out the radius of what the circle was going to be, drilled 2 holes in it, put a screw in, figured out where the center is, and just put a pencil in and circled around to mark where the hole is going to be, and then drilled a couple holes to get starting holes for the jigsaw and cut the thing out with the jigsaw. So that's how I got a perfect circle cut in there, and it should be okay, and ready for the turntable to drop in there once I get it. And I'm just hoping that all works out okay. So now I'm just going to be trying to figure out the yard. Now, the other thing I do have is one of those Walters. I have one of those Walters rail shop kits that I haven't built yet, but I've cut this out to be the same outside dimensions as that kit, and I've drawn 3 lines on here to show the track centers so I can use this to figure out exactly where my yard tracks need to be. I had already done that over here, but of course I took the yard apart, so now I'm starting all over again. That's kind of an update of where I am with things. It's been 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of a thing, but I am making progress. I do have trackage running up to here, and I do have a better idea of what I need to do for the yard. So that's what I'm working on today, is to try to figure out the plans for my yard to see how I'm going to make that work. And I think it's going to work a little bit better than, I think it's going to work a lot better than what I had over here. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you liked what you saw or found it amusing or something, just click the like button. And if you want to see more of how I get things done or how I mess things up, click the subscribe button. It all helps. Until next time, thanks for watching.